I don't need to be on this one. Smile. Don't be all crazy. You're live.
15 seconds. We live.
15 seconds. He'll check on the sound when you guys start talking. Okay.
10 seconds. And you are on.
Well, hello, buenas tardes. Happy Friday to you guys. This is Nuestra Comunidad NIW here on WLTH Radio, the Region's Choice and the People's Voice, 1370 AM, and also, what else? 92.7 FM. That's right. Buenas tardes, ¿cómo están todos ustedes aquí? Feliz como una lombriz aquí, que hoy es viernes. Y pues felicidades a todos los que tienen éxito hoy en este día y ya se llegó el fin de semana, right, Juanito? Weekend is here.
Yep.
What we doing about this weekend?
Stuff,
right. The views expressed by the host and the callers of the show not necessarily the views of WLTH Radio management, owners, sponsors, and advertisers. A ver, Juanito, how you doing over there?
Great. Unfortunately, I got at least 3 friends that aren't doing that
so
great health-wise.
Oh, well, we're going to keep them in prayer. We're going to pray for our brothers and sisters and our friends out there. Saludos allá. Hello, Mexico. Hello, Argentina. Hello, Spain. Hello, California, Texas, Florida, Puerto Rico. Saludos allá. Big Dave may be watching, right?
So the point is, I think in Puerto Rico, it's the southern part of Puerto Rico. They got hammered, so to speak. They're still getting hammered in some way, shape, or form as a result of the aftershocks. Not everyone out there has a generator, and I think most of the country lost their power and is still without power.
It is still without power, so we're going to keep them lifted in prayer as well in Australia for all those fires and people that are dying, and Iran for all of our troops. You know, may we pray for them to have strength and be brave and courageous, because I know that people do crazy stuff and others have to follow suit. Do you have any announcements real quick, Juanito?
Real quickly, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a Facebook Live interview this Sunday, January the 12th at 6 p.m. Tanya Perez will be promoting her jewelry business. So on behalf of Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana, we'll be doing a Facebook Live interview with her and her jewelry business to promote her jewelry business. And we thank her for advertising on Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana. Also, ladies and gentlemen, January the 14th coming up is the next presidential debate. It's either at 7 or 8 o'clock. Check that out. It is on CNN, and it is the last debate before the February 31st Congress first election in 2020. Make sure there's only 6 candidates left. There's only 6, but there are more that are running, but only 6 made the debate stage. Also, tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is the 6-hour free screenwriter workshop.
That's right.
At 1401 North Main Street in Crown Point, Indiana. It is going to be run by Mr. Lovelace Lee III, who spent, let's say, 32 years in Hollywood as a screenwriter. He actually wrote 25 screenplays and 9 TV shows. He lived in California. He now lives in Chicago. He is going to be providing a free 6-hour screenwriting workshop tomorrow at 1401 North Main Street in Crown Point, Indiana. All you got to do, and you can still register and reserve your seat to, brownpapertickets.com. That's it. Bring your business cards and bring your notebook and pens. Lunch will brownpapertickets.com. Of a free workshop. Whether you want to be a screenwriter, if you can write, if you're an author and you can write books, why not come to this workshop here and maybe give you a shot at maybe writing your own screenplay? I have a question
for you. Can you write one? I know you've been working on speaking, but what about writing?
I can write some things. Yes, I can. But as far as trying to write a screenplay, I don't know.
You're like, I'm not going to go that far, huh?
And then other than that, ladies and gentlemen, you know what?
What else? What else do you have?
This is probably, you know what? I don't know when his term ends because he's not running for re-election. And each and every January, our congressman for the 1st District, Peter Wiskowski, has his town hall forums in his district. So starting on Friday, January the 17th, There's one at 10 o'clock at the local 10 in Hammond, at 12 o'clock at Wicker Park Social Center, at 2 o'clock at the Dyershairville Library, at 4 o'clock at the Bulldog Park in Crown Point, at 6 o'clock at IU Northwest. And then on Saturday, the 18th, at 11 o'clock at Purdue University Northwest, but that's at the Westville campus, at 1 o'clock at Woodland Park in Portage. And then probably the one that I'm going to is at 3 o'clock at the Lake Station City Hall on Saturday, the 18th. So, like I said, I'm not sure when his term ends because he is not running for re-election, but this is something Peter has done all throughout, I think, since he became a congressman, and that is provide town hall forums in January.
Right. And there's so many crazy things going on in this world. But, when we often focus on the negativity, what do you think follows with that? More negativity. Toxic. And I'm all about solutions, Juanito. You know that I'll turn your negative into a positive. I can't stand negativity. I can't stand toxic stuff coming out of people. I love people, but what comes out of them is not always great. So, I'm always about solutions. And today we have an awesome solution, a team of people that offer solutions to things that happen that cause many other things. It's like it trickles down to negativity. It starts out with financing. It starts out with not having the funds, and then it leads to mental health. And then it leads to suicidal. And then it leads to drug addiction, alcohol addiction, because of lack of financing. Well, this is where it starts, right, guys? Yeah. Hey, by the way, welcome. Hey. Welcome, beautiful people. You guys all look good. Look at that.
How you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. Thank you so much for coming from afar. And for those of you that are just tuning in here on Nuestra Comunidad, know that the calling number is 219-885-1371 if you have a question. Today, we're going to talk about financial literacy, but we're going to talk about it in a way that maybe a lot of you have yet to hear, how we can be part of the solution in your homes and possibly in your business. So we want to welcome everyone here from the Financial Education Services, and I want to thank them for coming out here and, making time out of your busy schedules.
Definitely.
Right? Paul's like, you owe me, Eve. I can feel that, in the conversation yesterday. He's like, I don't know. We're going to have to make it. We're going to have to make it. We're going to make it for you. Okay. And I truly appreciate that, Paul. Thank you so much. So if we can, actually, Scotty, we're going to move this mic over there, like in between them, and we're going to share over here. Oh, sorry. Squeaky. Start from this way, that way, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and if you could speak into the mic, that would be great.
Hi, I'm Paris. I'm from Harvey, Illinois.
Woo-hoo.
I'm Paul Harris. I'm Paul Harris from the west side of Chicago.
West side? All right.
Lakeisha Hudson from Hammond, Indiana.
Hammond, all right. And we are just the pot of gold, right?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Truly. Okay, Eve, you keep talking all this innuendos and speaking in tongues, as in speaking in circles. But for those of you that don't know, I do speak in tongues. I have that gift, and I am just so blessed and humbled for that. Yes. All righty. Okay, Paul, we're going to start with you. Tell us a little bit about you personally, besides being from the West Side.
Okay.
Where you come from, your background, and let's start with that.
Like I said, my name is Paul from the west side of Chicago. My background. I was a little kid, a little snot nose. Running up and down the west side of Chicago streets, not causing too much trouble.
Just a little bit.
I'm a father of four.
All right.
So definitely, I'm a big advocate of being a great dad. I'm really kind of down to earth.
Oh yeah.
Nice hobbies. I like basketball. Definitely like giving back to my community. Uplifting the youth as well as I can.
Awesome. We have that in common. That's always great when you're helping build the future.
Let's do it.
Because when you help build a child, you're helping build the future.
Mm-hmm.
I thank you for that. And over here, Miss Paris?
Yes. I'm Paris. I'm a single mother of two.
Here's shout out to the single moms.
Hey. Before I got involved in this amazing business, I was a neurotechnician at Northwestern Hospital. A little miserable, working the 40 hours a week, 12-hour days. So, finances was jacked up, and I was looking for a way to change that for my children's future, for my future, for my family future. So
Wow. So obviously something changed in all you three, but before we get into that change. And over here, Ms. Keisha.
Lakeisha, originally from Chicago. I used to work at Northwestern Hospital as a breastfeeding counselor for 5 years. Also now I'm currently work with my sister. She have a mental and physical disability, so I'm a personal support worker. And I found out about this amazing opportunity for business from a friend. And since then, it's just been awesome from there. And I'm proud and happy that I'm a part of the movement.
Part of the movement.
Yeah.
The movement. That sounds powerful. Who wants to go first and tell us what is this movement?
Oh, the movement is great. The movement is a God first movement. No hate, no
Did you just say the perfect words? God first.
Yes.
God first, yes indeed.
All right.
God first, no hate, no jealousy, no
Amen.
envy.
Amen.
Just a team of individuals with the common interest of helping one another, helping speed our goals up, so to speak, put them on the highway.
Put them on the highway.
Goes on the highway.
Highway to heaven. The Golden Gates.
Yes,
Yeah.
But we got some Golden Gates happening here too, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So, okay, you know, we've been throwing the buzz out there. People are like, what is EVE doing out in the community? I don't sit still. So like, what else are you into now? I said, well, you just got to come and see it for yourself. And for those of you that are listening, if you just joined us here on Facebook and on YouTube and AM 1370, 92.7 FM, we thank you for joining us. This is Nuestra Comunidad NIW Indiana. Aquí estamos hablando de un programa que se necesita en todo el mundo, en todo el país, en cada estado, en cada condado. Es cómo ayudarnos a tener buenas finanzas para reparar nuestras cosas que, claro, eso nos detiene en movernos adelante, eso nos puede deprimir, traer suicidio, problemas en la casa, si no hay finanzas. You know, I'm going to go back and forth to the bilingual part because I know we got some Spanish-speaking people out there listening. Thank you for joining us here on Nuestra Comunidad, which stands for our community, NWI for Northwest Indiana, but, you know, we go beyond Chicago, all worldwide, so I want to give a shout-out to my foreigners, nuestros extranjeros, saludos a todos ustedes. Gracias por estar aquí con nosotros. So, how long have you been in this movement? Because we're going to get right into it. So, before, how long you been in this movement?
I started August 15th.
This past year?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. And Paul?
Actually, I've been in the movement a little bit, hitting on 2 years, knocking on 2 years now.
Knocking on 2 years.
Yes, indeed.
6 months.
6 months. So, 6 months. Year and 5 months.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years.
So you're the seasoned one. Okay, well, I'm going to pick on you.
Seasoned.
I'm going to pick on you right now,
Let's do it.
Paul.
Yeah.
Paul, what got you involved in this movement? I mean, you mentioned something about giving back and helping the youth. Is that one of the reasons? Tell us.
Definitely. It was one of the main reasons. Like I said, I'm a father of 4. I'm also my mom, she had me at the tender age of 13. So she was a kid having a kid. My dad was 15. Wow. So they risked a lot. Not only did they risk a lot, but in my opinion, I think they raised a pretty intelligent guy, so to speak. So definitely, not only is it about giving back and doing my due diligence for my parents, but also just giving back to our community what I didn't have. You know what I mean? Not saying necessarily that my parents were bad parents, but they were only able to teach me what they know.
Right,
they knew.
Right.
And credit wasn't it. We were taught survival and things of that nature.
No, I hear you. And thank goodness even for that, to teach survival skills. Some kids right now couldn't even handle survival skills. They probably don't even know what it is. Some kids are just spoiled, right? But you still have some kids that need to know the information that we have. We still have many adults, many families that need the information that we have. And what was your reason? What happened? I know you said you had a messed up financial life. So.
My finances was messed up. You talk about mental health, and I had no social life because I worked 40 hours a week. It was 12-hour days, and I was really like slipping into a depression. I was miserable. I wanted to do more, but all I knew at that time was to go to work, come home, go to sleep, same thing over and over. And my finances was bad. I know my father passed away in April, and I needed to get loans in order to save a lot of his properties, but my credit wasn't worthy of going to get those loans.
Wow.
So that's the main reason why I really took advantage of this opportunity.
How about you, Lakeisha? What's your why?
The culture. I really felt I'm a energy person, and just coming into this movement, it just felt right. The people who I met and was able to connect with, going to the meetings, the trainings, it just was like amazing. So I would definitely have to say the culture and what we stand for. We put God first. And that was always the head of my house, God first.
Amen.
I'm teaching my children. I have 4 children as well. So we pray together. So coming into something that I was already structured of doing, and coming into a business, and then really feel like a business, it felt like a family. So that was very important to me.
I felt that yesterday too. It was my first one. It's like, but I'm loud as it is, and I was on 3 hours of sleep, and I didn't get to sleep until almost 1 a.m. I was on the phone doing my due all the way home. So, hey, we're on fire. We're going to stay on fire. And it was like, okay, they're still wondering, what are they talking about? Right. What is it that they're talking about? The movement, the culture, and we could say for me in my house, what? Yeah. We serve the Lord, right?
Yeah.
And that's financial education services. So, Paul, tell everybody, what is financial education services?
Financial education services is it's a company that started in Farmington Hills, Michigan in 2004, actually. A really great company, same key execs, Paramel and Mike Toloff. Those some great guys. Definitely utilizing the platform to educate not only the youth, but the adults as well. Because not only does it start with the youth, but the youth are turning to the ones that are actually mentoring the parents and the elderly in that financial department.
Yes, and that is so important. And I just love to see grandparents and the youth coming together, the elderly and the youth, bridge that gap. Mm-hmm. I know that some grandparents are becoming parents, so we got to educate them too, yes, right? So what is this education stuff we've just been talking about? Mm-hmm. We're talking about rebuilding credit, right?
Yes.
So your testimony was powerful.
Yes.
Because you already mentioned some of it about how your life was kind of financially messed up and going through things. Yes. In joining the financial education services and helping to rebuild your credit, how did that help you? Tell us a little bit about what happened to you.
Okay.
Paris.
Yes, like my credit was jacked. Like I said, I had filed bankruptcy twice. I felt on hard times. I was trying to save a vehicle. I had 8 student loans and I had 4 credit cards on my credit report. Because of this company and the aggressive way that they go after our negative items, in 30 days, they took one of my bankruptcies came off.
Wait, they just took a bankruptcy off your report?
It came off.
Have you guys heard that? Have you heard such a thing?
Yeah,
Wait, I talked to an attorney that does bankruptcy. He goes, they can't do that. I said, you need to join me.
So we can see my paperwork on the credit bureau.
There you go, right? And what else happened?
6 student loans came off, and all 4 of those credit cards came off, and my score increased 186 points in 3 months.
In 3 months, 100 and what?
86 points.
Yeah.
That's crazy good. That's crazy good. Wow. So how does that feel now?
Amazing. Like now I'm actually looking for those loans to get them taxes paid off from my daddy's properties and, his legacy. Keep building his legacy.
Amen to that. What's your story over there, Paul?
Actually, within 45 days, I had 6 student loans myself deleted.
6 student loans deleted. Did you guys hear that? And for those of you that are listening, this is no fake, no phony. EVE does not do fake and does not do phony. She keeps it real. And on that note, speaking of real, we're going to go for some commercials. Guys, don't go anywhere. If you guys have questions, I'm going to go to Facebook if you guys have questions, or you can call in to 219-885-1371. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back after these. Yeah, you nervous or something? You nervous?
I'm doing the same.
You're like, oh my goodness. We're still live, by the way, on YouTube and Facebook. Hey, Facebookers. Say hello over there. Shake your hand like you just don't care.
You can use your phones to go live on your own social
Yeah,
media.
you know, feel free to take pictures or what have you. I went and shared it on our Go Getters group, and I also shared it on the Messenger. So I don't know if it's up there. I just share. Share. Hope you guys are enjoying this information. It is vital information. It is important information that someone, whether it's you or someone you know, needs this like yesterday. And then it's being tax season. What are you doing with your money, with your tax refund? Are you blowing it off? How about work on your credit, clean it up, go back and ask your creditors if you have a credit card to lower your rates. Because you can negotiate that. Tell them, hey, I've been with you for 5 years. Can you lower my rate now? My credit scores have improved, so redo it and bam, save some money. People don't just blow your money. We're going to talk about how to make some too in just a few minutes. What's up, Juanito? This is my co-host Juan, by the way. I beat up on him all the time. You know, tough love. You know, what do we do with our kids, right? We beat up on them because we love them.
He let you let her do that though, right, Juan?
Absolutely.
Right?
No.
30 seconds.
Okay, Scott.
10 seconds.
No one's called in yet?
You are on.
Juan, go fix that. You're getting a call, please. They should know better. Please hurry and just ignore it. All right, we're back on the air here on WLTH AM 1370, the Region's Choice and the People's Voice. Nuestra Comunidad. Estamos hablando de cómo reparar el crédito. Que si ustedes tienen mal crédito, aquí está la solución. If you have bad credit, the solution is like right here. We have 4 of us, and those that are watching, shout out to the goal getters. That's what we're called, right? Because what are we doing? We're setting ourselves for some goals, and we are getting there. Financial literacy, yes. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
So you were saying about your story. You have young parents, and they did what they could, and whatever they knew was what they showed you.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're on the road. What happened to your credit, if anything?
So like I said, 6 student loans deleted within 45 days. Also, a repossession in which I was the co-signer on, deleted within 45 days. I was able to take my children from from Chicago, Illinois, move them to Oak Brook, Illinois, into a 2-story townhouse.
Did you hear the zip code change? Cha-ching, change.
Yeah. So that was really nice. That was really nice. That was something in which I always had in mind, that I envisioned, not only just me, but their mom as well. So just put them in a better environment and put them in better opportunity situations.
Wow, that's great. Wow, the power of credit. How about you, Lakeisha? What situation were you in, and where are you at now? What did they do? What did Financial Education Services do for you?
Well, I have one item deleted from off my credit so far. I believe it was a medical bill. So right now I'm still in the process of getting some student loans deleted. Just still sending my dispute letters and mailing them off on time as they come in. So I'm still in work in progress with that. But just allowing myself to put my children, positioning them to know the importance of credit, so they can understand that they don't have to experience some of the things that I experienced, and with credit, with bad credit, or just having a low credit score. So now my daughter, who is 17, she have a credit card when she was 15 years old. So I was already positioning her to know how to save, when it's important to make sure when you spend, you have to replace that money. So now she's very responsible in that way.
Wow. And you know what? I commend you for doing that. You're a single mom, and, there's 3 of single moms here. So we've been through it. We've been through things. We don't look like what we've been through. We don't certainly act like it either. And that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be thankful and soar above the storm. And these are solutions, folks. This is real. EBE is all about real talk. So today is Real Talk with EBE, with a powerful set of people here. And for those of you that are watching, this is real. it can't get no more real than this, right? People say, when I talk about God and the Spirit, and it goes, no, I'm talking reality. I say, excuse me, back it up. Are you telling me God's not real?
Exactly.
That is reality, folks. He has placed a solution here for those of you that are watching, that are listening. You're too busy focusing on the problem, and God said, focus on the promise, fool.
Yeah.
Don't be foolish. Okay. Come on. Don't get me started. I'll stop preaching. So we have a solution here. If that is you, you need to get a hold of us. You need to reach out to us. 262-7009, 219-262-7009. You know how to find us. We're go-getters with financial education services. And that's not it. What else do they offer when they are cleaning your credit, Paul?
Not only do they offer credit restoration, but they offer benefits as well. Trust, will, power of attorney. Also an educational tool. So not only are these guys going to go to bat for you aggressively with all three credit bureaus all at the same time, but they're also going to educate you along the way. So on the importance of finances, on the importance of credit, how to maintain a high credit score. So that's the separation of our business and our movement.
So, I really don't want to throw their name out there. I paid to restore my credit a couple years ago, mostly were medical bills. Not having insurance and having emergencies, you can't, not because you don't have insurance, you do not go and take care of yourself. I went to the ER a couple of times. And so, of course, there's a bill behind it, right? Yeah. And then it becomes a collection, right? Oh, well. So they cleaned that part up, but that's all they did for me. And it was a law firm. That's all they did for me. Had I known about financial education services, I probably would have been well off, better off, and sitting pretty. Right?
Okay.
So for those of you that are listening, this is real. If you are hurting because of your financial situation and your credit score is way down there in the 400s, maybe low 500s, here's a solution that we can help you. Even in the 600s, you got to get up there to the 800s, 900s. And yes, it is possible. This is so crazy good. Just like some things that God does, it's unbelievable. Believe it. Because he does the supernatural thing and he does the unexplainable and unbelievable things. And he is doing that in each and every life that's here and that's in the team. Shout out to our teams, right? Come on, say hello. Yeah. I don't know if Joe's going to have time to call in. Money Joe. And also, I don't know if Vic was calling in, but if you have a question, call in 219-885-1371. So we're getting our credit cleared. We're getting some type of education. We are making sure that our identity doesn't get stolen. Of course, when our FICO scores is that low, nobody wants us. But we can be at risk once our credit scores start going up 600 and above. So we get that, right? We get that identity theft. We get so many things that you need to find out for yourself. Now, here's one more thing. Well, before we go further, it's 29 minutes after the hour. This is Nuestra Comunidad Noroeste de Indiana here on WLTH, AM 1370, the Region's Choice and the People's Voice, and on 92.7 FM. Quien necesita que se limpien su crédito, si ustedes tienen mal crédito, tienen colecciones, tienen bancarrota, aquí con nosotros se les quita de su reporte de crédito con las 3 agencias que se reportan su crédito. Comuníquense conmigo al 219-262-7009 y aquí estamos para ayudarlos. Juan, do you have any questions?
Well, first of all, is this Financial Education Services a company or a non-for-profit organization?
Non-for-profit organization.
It's a non-for-profit organization. And what I like the most, which I'm not working on, is that we have a curriculum to educate our students. I'm all over that, Juan.
Yes.
When it's time to educate, shape, and mold and help transform my children, I am like right on it, like white on rice. Right? Because it's so important. I know you parents may not know where to go, how quick to get there, but let us help you help your children. And come on, tell us about the scholarship fund. Come on, girlfriend, talk about it.
Well, our protection plan, $2 out of each protection plan goes into a scholarship fund. And this upcoming February, we're giving away $450,000.
$400 and what?
$450,000 in scholarship money. To,
$450,000 to students But you got to call us. You got to get with us so we can give you more information. It'll take too long here on our show to disclaim and put everything out there for you. If you are interested in knowing more information, please reach out to us. Put a comment on Facebook. Let us know that you're interested. IM me, DM me, PM me. I mean, it's all the same, right? Inbox me. Okay. So the go-getters are out here actually creating a legacy so that it could be left for, as it says, your children's children's, your your children's 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 children, so on and so forth. Because we are using what God has instilled in us, and we are helping and pouring it out there into people so that we won't bury it when we die. Right? I always say I'm going to die empty. I am truly going to die empty, and every day I pour out everything I have in case he says it's time to go. At least I know I poured it all out, right?
Yeah.
I got another question.
Yes, Juanito, go ahead.
So the three of you were customers of this financial education services. Are you now employees of financial education services?
Employees is the wrong word.
What capacity are you here right now on behalf of financial education services?
Well, we're glad you asked that because that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. The business side, the business opportunity, and we are not employees. Oh, thank God. JOB is just over broke. We are not into a job.
There we go.
Oh, no. Juanito, I don't know. When's the last time I was called an employee? When I worked at the bank in 2006, 7, that was the last time, but I've been a self-employed entrepreneur. We're all entrepreneurs. So, okay, Paul, tell us about that side.
Tell you about what's that.
That's what you get for being the seasoned, the go-getters business side.
So,
are you guys listening?
Oh yeah, we are. We just to kind of make some clarification. We are here on behalf of the go-getters. Like I said, that's a God first, no hate, no jealousy, no envy movement. So just what we're doing in the community is definitely life changing. Like I said, we're speeding up goals. We're getting negative items deleted off our credit reports, and just to piggyback off of our non-for-profit just a little bit, we're educating the youth between the ages of 8 and 18 just on the importance of finances, on how to balance a checkbook. I mean, you know just as well as I know, they're implementing sex education in 4th grade now, but they fail to implement financial education so they can take care of whatever it is that they're reproducing the children. So that's where we come in at. We kind of shifting the dynamic a little bit. So that's really what we embody as a movement.
Okay. You want to add?
Which is the business part of it?
The business part of it, yes.
The business part of it. Well, like you said, we're not employees. We are business owners. We're franchise owners.
That's right.
From Financial Educational Services. We all have our own franchise, but we work together. They say you're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself.
Right.
So it's a team of us who's helping each other grow in business. Like, we've always uplift each other. Like, we may not be on the same downline or upline, but we still work together as a team to help each individual business grow.
Right. And how about you? What do you have to add, if anything, about financial education side as far as the business opportunity?
What the business opportunity is great. Another way to, the more people you help, your income is great.
So in other words, earn while you learn and earn while you sleep.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
You're making money while helping other people.
That's right. God said, you bless others and I'll bless you. Right? So what's next? What's happening? I know that there's one good reason why we said, let's do this now, because it's all about timing, and it's all about the right season. I believe that 2020 is bringing us that 2020 vision to show people what is out there for them, to give them that 2020 vision. Right now, they're seeing a little blurry because of their financing, because of their credit. I know you'll be seeing blurry and twisted and everything. So we are here to be part of that solution. I think that's one of our members as well calling in. Go ahead. You're on the air. Hello there. Oh, it's Don. Happy New Year, Doc.
All right.
You have a question real quick?
Yes. So, it might be a comment, but, seeing young people involved and really, image really look like to me it's an organization of solution. I mean, how young people get together and really generate enough energy to say, hey, let us, in fact, get some resolve and show everybody else how this is done, how to stay focused. I mean, and in a bunch of cases, showing others the reward of and she said when she really, it's the thing, she's gonna always be that way. She wants the positive, and I would hate to think that I'm one of those people enjoying that, come to that party, but yes, positive. It gives you solutions every time.
Right,
okay,
right.
I'm not going to take over.
Thank you, Doc. Appreciate you.
Positive gives you the solution.
That's right. Thank you. Thank you for listening. You're listening to Nuestra Comunidad Noreste de Indiana. El número para llamar es 219-885-1371 para quien quiera ser parte de la solución y no ser parte del problema. Let's be part of the solution and not part of the problem. Too many times people are so focused in their financial situation that they're blinded. It's like putting blinders on. You're seeing tunnel vision. All you're seeing is the problem. And some of you know that I have personally coached you, mentored you, and sometimes advocated for you. But what I mean in saying you need to look at the bigger picture, remove the blinders, get out of the way. Like the song says, move, get out the way. Okay? Seriously, sometimes we are blocking our own blessings and the Lord is showing you, hello.
Yeah.
Hey, remember you just prayed about it.
Yeah.
You may not like the way it looks, but here it is.
Yeah.
Here it is, 2020 vision. If you are seeing blurry, please call us. We are the new ophthalmologists.
The laser eye treatment.
We will fix that vision for you, like real quick, right? Okay, you each have your own team. Even though we're all together, we coach each other, we train each other. You know, it's like you bought your franchise, didn't cost much. We have to learn to invest in ourselves. Mm-hmm. Many people say, oh, I got to pay for it. Well, excuse me. When you go order for a drink, do you pay for it? Yes. Excuse me. When you go to the doctor, is there not a bill or the doctor says, sorry, I can't see you? Oh, when you go to the dentist, Juanito, you know, there's a bill. Are you going to tell the dentist, I don't feel like paying you today, but I need this tooth extracted? He's going to say, it's going to cost this much. And we're going to need this much up front until your insurance kicks in.
Can I add one more?
Yeah.
The people that get placed on probation, do I got to pay for this?
He's a probation officer.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, okay, I know we love free, but do you know how much are you valuing your life that you don't want to invest in it? Folks, it's tax season. Don't blow your money. Come see Doc EVE. All right? I'll tell you how to spend it. We're going to teach you how to save money, how to improve your credit, how to clean it up. Well, we're going to do it. As in the people in our company, the staff does it for us, right? Let's see who that is on the air. Go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, what's going on this show?
Hey, Money Joe. Woo, woo. He is the man of the hour calling in. Woo, that made my day. He called in. Woo. Money Joe. Joe, tell everybody who you are and a little bit about you.
Well, my name is Joe Gages, of course. I'm a regional vice president over a financial service company that's absolutely doing amazing. I mean, as far as what I am, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm somebody that's looking to help as many people grow as possible. I mean, specifically, I do a little bit of everything, but definitely looking forward to helping other people do the exact same thing.
Joe, where are you originally from?
From Chicago.
Oh, Chi-Town. Hey, in the house.
Hey.
So how young are you, if you don't mind me asking you?
35.
35. And just, humbly say it. Go ahead and say it. What's your position?
Regional vice president.
And what does that mean? Tell us, for those that don't know, what regional vice president means.
That means that, number one, you're helping a lot of people. But at the same time, that means that your business is
bringing in a little bit over a quarter, almost $500,000 in business every 30 days. So that means you're serving a lot.
Did you just say every 30 days?
Every 30 days.
How much?
A little bit over $250,000, close to $500,000 a month.
That is crazy money, isn't it? Oh, Joe, I'm glad I'm sitting down. I'd have passed out. And you are the top earner out here, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely top producer as well as far as what we do. The number one producer in the entire country.
In the entire country. Get out of here.
Absolutely.
Wow, Joe. What do you tell our people, our listeners, our viewers? What can you tell them why they need to join this movement?
Well, I tell them, first off, man, you know, I'm a huge fan of just being around people who simply just doing better than you. Like, when you guys hear my story, it's just my story because somebody else helped me create it. That's it. So when you think about a lot of people, they generally just around people that might be doing all right. Some are doing bad. Doesn't mean they're bad people. They're just not around people that's doing better. So I always tell people, man, one thing about the movement is that you're going to get around people that's doing way better than you. But you're also talking about credit in general. Not only having great credit, but you're talking about knowing what to do with it. You can have great credit, right? So you credit rich, but then you pocket poor. So what we're doing is we're putting people in position to say, listen, okay, let's take this amazing credit score. Let's put you around people that know what to do with it. Like, without this movement, I would have just had great credit, but I wouldn't be able to go out and accomplish things that I've been able to accomplish as far as starting a semi-truck company, going out to buy properties all over the city. I got that whole experience, that whole lifestyle came from me, just getting around people that's doing better than me. I tell anybody on this line right now, you may be a great person. Doesn't mean just because you have bad credit doesn't mean you're a bad person. You just got to get around people who know how to take you to the next level, and then just get around a culture.
There you go.
I'm a huge fan of that. You know how we talk about that all the time. A huge fan of culture. Just get around people that want to cultivate you and take your life to the next level. So now you don't have to do any guessing trying to figure out things that we've already figured out. Catch us, move faster than we've ever moved because we got the experience and we have the mistakes that people made before us to make sure that you don't have to make those mistakes.
So something amazing and awesome and powerful is taking place this coming month, which is the reason why we kind of hurried up and came on today to give people the opportunity to join the movement. What's happening next month, Joe?
Las Vegas, Nevada, it's about to go down.
Yes, we're going to be in Las Vegas, baby.
Yeah, it's going down. I'm so excited about this because even when you're a leader, you're still a follower, right? So most people not even around like 1 millionaire, right? So you talk about being in a room full of them, but no millionaires that's all bougie and like, big-headed. And you talking about people that say, listen, we already doing well. Like, let's get you here. That's attractive. So that's the movement. And you get in there, you get to see the bigger pictures. You get to really mingle and mix with people that just been doing better for a while now that want to see you do the same thing. So I'm excited about that. Not only just for myself, but you're talking about the whole movement. Just been able to go down there and everybody's going to leave there. And we're not going to let it slow them down.
Right? Oh my gosh. I mean, the excitement just yesterday in the room was amazing. The energy, the synergy more than anything, Joe, and just to hear your story, your testimony. You said, for those of you that are listening, he was a truck driver. Tell us a little bit about that. I know you're limited of time, so if you can, just so people know why, what's your why?
Yeah, so when I first introduced to this, I remember when my mentor brought it to me, I just got off a 13-hour shift. So I was making good money, but I was trading time for it. So it was like having good money coming in, but some of you guys can relate. Like, you don't have time for nothing, right? Every time you get overtime, you go right back, right? I didn't have time to go places. I wasn't in control of my time. My mentor told me, he said, Joe, listen, you need to do two things. Number one, you need to stop trading time for money. Then he said the second thing you want to do is you want to find your need and fill it because there's a lot of people out here that's trying to do the right thing, but unfortunately they starting businesses from stuff that people don't need. So then you got to sell it. You got to convince it. So I listened to everything he said. So you're right. I was a truck driver for the 13 hours a day. I was able to totally walk away from my job. I went from a 545 credit score to an 805 credit score. Went back and hired the company I used to work for. So started my own trucking company and things like that. Was able to walk away. So now you're talking about just a short time later, I'm now in complete control of my time.
Wow. So, I mean, is there a limit that we can make?
No limit.
No limit.
Absolutely no limit.
Wow.
I mean, even the people that's in the company now that's killing it, like they there's no cap on it. You talk about people that's earning 6 figures a week, like, you know what I mean? It's insane.
Wow. Well, Joe, I don't know if you want to continue to stay on. We got a commercial to play right now, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these. You said it like we got live on YouTube, live on Facebook, and the mic is on. But you don't have to announce it.
Year 2012. She can really want to expand her knowledge and learn opportunities.
Oh my gosh. For our Facebookers and our YouTubers, are you enjoying this information? This is vital information. This is valuable information. And yes, we act a little crazy too because we're one big family, but we are go-getters. Not just go-getters, but goal-getters. Yes. Any questions, Michael? You do?
That was the time to do Epic Sales Center. 3 high school free
I have to go back and play it until you get yours.
Steve's Tire and Service Center provides orders every 6 days. A true truck driver's here.
Hey, Facebookers and YouTube, thank you for joining us today. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 a.m. as well. I know that Juan's got some important information to bring up. You're calling from where again?
Driving cautiously.
Where are you calling from?
That's personal.
I'll be calling in too, because I got to pick up on something to do.
Tire service.
You have to hear I hang up because I'm going to start out and then I'll say you have to take over.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Call 932-5080 for Steve's Tire and Service Center at 514 Liberty Street.
Look, you sound like my daughter.
Now in Northwest Indiana, we're proud to introduce a futuristic
But we know from right wrong when to say when not to say.
Manuel Smith.
I know that we're comfortable.
20 years of experience in the transportation
Was it
business.
waiting till
Need a ride to any other point
She's having an issue.
And that's
It was her intention to speed me. Yeah, our swimming was just rolling. Hey guys, are you liking the information? Go ahead and message me right there on Facebook. Okay, is it another caller or is it Joe? Probably Victor. Let's move down that way to the left. Exit left. You have to go. Bloopers moment. All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Nuestra Comunidad NIW. Bienvenidos aquí a nuestro programa, el único programa bilingüe de este tipo en esta región, en este lado de este país. Y saludos a todos los que están escuchando. Estamos hablando de cómo reconstruir nuestro crédito, pero a la vez, cómo podemos ganar dinero y empezar nuestra empresa. Quien esté interesado, por favor, mándenos un mensaje. Si hay alguna pregunta, go ahead and call in. I think we have a caller. Go ahead, caller. You're on the air. Hello. You're on the air.
You talking to us?
Yes.
Still on.
You still on?
We didn't know if we were supposed to hang up.
Oh, no. Okay, you're still on. Go ahead. Anything else you want to tell our audience?
I mean, honestly, I think we covered it. I mean, just, at the end of the day, who you around matters. Right? What it is you're doing in life matters. So if you're trying to really be successful, just make sure you're around people that's doing better than you and just be willing to be coachable. All right. So I'm excited about the movement. We actually dominate and we're ready to take everything to the next level. So hopefully see you guys there.
Right. And so what's taking place tomorrow, Joe?
So tomorrow, we got an awesome event that's taking place 6130 Roosevelt Road. 6130 Roosevelt Road in Oak Park, Illinois. So you guys definitely want to make it there, guys. We got 3 sections. I think it's 10, we have 12, and then 2. We're going to be exposing what it is we do and how we help people. And of course, nothing better than just coming and just bump heads and rub hands with people that just doing better than you to help you get to the next level. So it's going to be an exciting event where we actually going to be putting together, like I said, free information. Right?
Yes.
Free for you guys to come out and get things that people already know ahead, so you don't have to do any guesses. So our whole purpose of that is to make sure that we give you guys something so nobody's guessing on what they need to do as far as getting their lives together on the credit side, but also an opportunity for you to join the movement.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Joe. And we're going to see you at the top, even though you're closer to there, but we're going to, build each other up to meet you there.
That's what it's all about. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Did you just click off of him? He was not a caller like we've done before. When they talk too long, we got it. 2 minutes short. 2 minutes short. Juanito, you got any?
Well, going back to the fact that you were a customer, so to speak, of a financial education services. What is the structure, generally speaking, when someone goes seeking help, like whether too many credit cards or in a financial mess because of medical bills? What is the bill? How does that work? What do you have to pay in order to receive those services, generally speaking?
So he's asking for our structure and our services. You want to take this one? Okay, so our services, our process is simple, very aggressive. Like I said, we go at all 3 credit bureaus all at the same time with all your negative items. So we're not picking and choosing which items we're going to delete, which items are of importance, because all items that are on your report impacting you a minimum of 1 point is of importance to us. So we're going at all those things. So those credit bureaus are like in a whirlwind. So they don't know what's coming at them. We're coming at them very aggressive.
My question though is,
what does it cost?
What does it cost? No. Unless
that's what
the
you
services
just said.
You just received were free, what do you have to pay in order to receive
what does it
services?
cost? You said no. Yes. What does it cost?
What cost? Oh, yeah. Okay. So
generally speaking,
less than a cup of coffee a day, less than $3 per day.
Okay.
You can get all of our service.
Okay.
Yeah. First of all, it shouldn't matter how much it costs, because say that again. Can you come and speak?
You should ask yourself, how much would it cost you if you don't do it?
Right. You're paying high interest rates on your car note, possibly mortgage, and also on your credit cards. How much more money are you paying there versus how much money is it going to cost to get your life in order? There should not be a price tag to the value of life. How much do you value yourself? And that's the problem with a lot of people. When we have services, I think people will value our services more if there's a price tag that goes with it. Yeah. It's in the Bible. I just can't quote the scripture just yet, but I'll bring it up tomorrow. It's 53 minutes after the hour. Any last minute things? We're coming to Indiana too, right?
Yes.
We are coming to Indiana. We're going to have our seminars here in Indiana. Stay tuned. Follow me on social media. Google me and you'll find me everywhere, because I'm all about sharing information. It's not for me to keep it. Is for me to share it. There's wealth of information, but I believe there's more wealth when you use that information. Knowledge is powerful, but it's more powerful when you put it under your belt and you apply it to yourself, to your family, to the community, and it's just an explosion. Yeah. Something that you start that you cannot stop. So we thank you. Anything real quick? I know we're coming to Indiana at the end of this month, and it's going to be in Hammond Public Library. More information will be brought tomorrow.
Jesse, if you need any more information, you can definitely reach me on Facebook, Restore Your Score. On my Facebook.
Oh, so it's you.
Yeah.
Okay.
On Facebook. That's me. That's Paul Harris. Also on Instagram, The Real Paul 1021. You can definitely come and get some free information. All my information is free from top to bottom. I give out free information every day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Or you can just definitely text movement to 773-592-9055.
Right. And if you show up tomorrow, let them know that you heard it here on WLTH, Nuestra Comunidad. And time is of the essence. We got to go. Bye-bye, Juanito. Se pasa el tiempo, pero rápido cuando estamos divirtiéndonos. Time flies when you're having fun, right? So I hope that you've enjoyed this information that we've brought to you here. I'm all about solutions, not about the problems. I don't focus on the problems. Let me tell you, I don't have any, because God is my greater God, and I don't care about what happens. You soar above the storm and continue to press on, but keep learning, keep watching. Keep listening, and you'll keep growing. Juanito.
And if I may, once again, join me in my special Facebook live interview with Tanya Perez, so she can promote her jewelry business this Sunday at 6 o'clock on our Facebook for Nuestra Comunidad Northwest Indiana. And join us tomorrow. You still have time to go to brownpapertickets.com, reserve your seat. If you're interested in being a screenwriter, if you're an author and maybe want to give you a shot at being the screenwriter, Go to brownpapertickets.com tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. at 1401 North Main Street in Crown Point, Indiana.
And on that note, don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for the sizzle. We got some sports and we got some great things happening right after this show. So stay tuned here on Nuestra Comunidad for tomorrow at 10 a.m. And here on WLTH, the wealth of information. That's what WLTH stands for, wealth, in case you guys did not know. And Nuestra Comunidad stands for our community, Northwest Indiana. So continue to support us. So we thank you for listening to this show. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Stay tuned for more.
By telephone, right?
Por teléfono, we're calling in because I'll be at the seminar tomorrow. So stay tuned for more. Peace to you guys.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us here on Nuestra Comunidad. We'll be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock and continue to just learn, gain some information. We hope that you enjoyed this show. Peace to you. Have a great weekend. All right. Thank you.